Bisping GSP main event.
So you've trained with both these guys for years.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, he's 4 years he's been off.
4 years.
And now you throw him into the huge arena with Michael Bisping.
I don't think the stage can get big enough for GSP. I'm not worried about him not performing under the lights.
He's a great champion. I don't know.
You got to pick.
So GSP's.
Let me stop you there. You're wearing those business socks again.
I know.
The richer poor guys reached out to me. I got them sending you socks.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. I need them, and I will wear them. Here's what I'm going to say. Don't look at that. Look up at my face now.
Sorry.
GSP has that diving double and single, and he puts you on your back. Michael Bisping has amazing takedown defense. Okay? I think those two things might neutralize themselves. Let's just say. Now they're left on their feet. Michael Bisping has problems with that eye. I think the thing that GSP is so good at is finding your one weakness, your one blind spot. No pun intended. And I wouldn't be surprised if he takes advantage of that eye.
Let me play devil's advocate for you, B. What about George fighting at 85 for the first time, having to go 5 rounds? What about that heavy extra weight that he's never fought at, going to the 4th and 5th round, where Michael Bisping literally has the best cardio at 85
I would answer it this way.
Of all time.
Yeah, he's gone 5 rounds many times, GSP
at
has.
70,
yes.
Before USADA kicked in.
Yes.
Carry on.
So at 70, I feel like 85, when you're not sucking that much weight, actually might help you because you're more hydrated.
You're bigger.
Bigger, but more hydrated. And let's face it, GSP, when he was on an off season, at least according to Nate Marquardt, was walking at 190, sometimes 195. Thick kid. So
he's thicker now, though.
He's thicker now. He's definitely thicker now.
He's older.
But I think 85 is easier for him than is 70. And I don't know the sucking down to 70 at his size after 4 years would have helped his cardio. I feel like this helps his cardio. So I'm not so worried about his cardio. Yeah, but it's a different body. I don't know. You brought up USADA. It's a different game now. You have to take that into account.
Bisping's fought 8 times since George last fought.
And
he's fought the best of the best.
Yeah.
And beat him.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Anderson Silva. Like Luke Rockhold.
Dan Henderson.
So, and is Michael a little bigger?
Michael's for sure bigger.
He's for sure bigger,
100% bigger man.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Bisping's not a small dude.
No,
Bisping is
not.
A big dude.
Arms are huge. I mean,
his arms aren't huge.
Well, they're pretty thick. I've spent enough time with him where I'm like, Jesus, that's a thick fucking guy. He's thick. So, you know what? I'm going to go with Bisping.
Oh, you're such a fucking cunt.
No, I'm not.
You had GSP.
Hold on.
I was just playing devil's advocate.
Hold on.
The old jellyfish challenge.
I'm not jellyfish.
The old jelly.
I just don't know what. I don't know what GSP we're going to get. I'm just throwing you some ideas here. I don't know what GSP we're going to get.
All right. Well, let me play devil's advocate for GSP.
All right.
He's probably the best champion the UFC's ever had.
I know all about that.
Okay.
You ain't telling me nothing I don't know.
And he also has the best jab of all time, which is his left hand.
It's what I call an educated jab in the boxing circles.
If he wanted to, I don't know if he wants to do this. If he wanted to, do you think George could get in a crouch stance and stick behind his jab for 5 boring rounds and win every round by using just a jab? Is Bisping taking him down? Nope.
Michael's not taking him down, is he?
No. God, no. Bisping doesn't take people down.
Does Michael figure out that jab after 2-3 rounds? Michael's such an experienced striker.
No one's ever figured it out. So does Bisping do it for the first time ever Saturday night? No one's ever.
Yeah, he does.
Ever. He does.
Yeah, he does.
He has the best, to me, the best striking coach of all time.
And that striking coach is getting him ready.
For the jab?
Fuck yeah.
That no one else can figure out?
Damn right.
What happens if he starts figuring out? And by figuring out, do you mean starts countering it with the right hand?
That's what I mean. Buddy.
So then does it leave him open for a double leg? And George St-Pierre, some would argue, has the best double leg of all time.
The best diving double?
Don't say diving.
I like diving because he drives his shoulder
runs
into
through him.
Fucking, yeah, that's what I mean. We call that a diving double where I'm in my school. Man. So are you saying maybe there's jab, 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 counter right, double leg. Now you're on the ground.
Yep.
Now Michael's trying to stand back up. Now George is wrestling to keep you back down. Now it's a ground and pound. But Michael Bisping ain't getting ground and pounded.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Now, Michael Bisping's also the best at cage crawling, standing up
Sure
if
is.
you do take him down.
Sure is.
Ask Rashad Evans, Tim Kennedy, Thales a ton.
Chael Sonnen. Yeah. So there you go. All bigger men that he climbed the cage on. So
And it's 5 rounds.
and it's 5 fucking rounds.
And no one
Brendan.
has better cardio than Bisping. Oh, and he has a chip on his shoulder. Because, again, he's the underdog. And if he does beat him, there's argument for Michael Bisping to be the best middleweight of all time. If you look at his resume, there's a legit argument. You can say, well, everyone's past the prime that he fought.
Is he the
Doesn't
second
matter.
most winning fighter in UFC?
No, he's the winningest
history?
fighter. In
He's
UFC
the
history.
winningest?
Pretty sure he's the winningest fighter in
Talk
UFC
about
history.
an accomplishment.
Oh, and it took him
Talk
10
about
years
an
to get it. It took him
accomplishment.
10 years to get it.
And he probably was, yeah. Frank Mir.
That's from number of fights.
Shit, I don't know. Fuck.
Go back. This is Wikipedia. Go back. Go to the best records in UFC history. So at middleweight, he's the most successful of all time.
GSP is so brilliant. He's so brilliant. His fight IQ is so high. He's so high.
Michael Bisping's fight IQ is pretty high.
Yep.
I'll say this. These are my other caveats before you give your official pick, and we're going to ride and die on your official pick.
Yeah, we're gonna
the
ride
whole
and
fan
die.
base is waiting on it.
Yeah.
The thing that bothers me about this is, again, why is GSP coming back? For what motives did he have to come back? Is because the paydays and the stardom that UFC fighters have these days. He's not really strapped. You know what I'm saying?
Can I tell you what it feels like?
Let me get through it. Or, and he also admit again in an interview how he's terrified to fight. He doesn't enjoy fighting, which is strange to me. But he says he misses the limelight. Michael Bisping is a straight up fighter through and through.
Winningest fighter in UFC history.
It's all Michael. So when the going gets tough,
He loves it.
you're gonna have to kill Michael Bisping.
He loves it.
That's what he does. And Bisping realizes what's at stake here. He's going to be the most successful middleweight of all time. He already is.
I don't think anything you said about Michael GSP wasn't true when he was a champion. I think he didn't like fighting as much. He was
the game has
nervous
changed, though.
wreck.
The game has changed.
Yeah.
And you've taken 4 years off. So there's all these sort of X factors.
He's a fucking badass. Having said all that, he also loses.
Who does?
Michael Bisping.
Not to many people.
No.
To who?
Yeah, Luke Rockhold. I don't know. Plenty of people.
You knocked Luke
Dan
Rockhold out.
Henderson, Luke Rockhold. Yes, he did. No, I'm saying the only person that GSP's ever lost to, well, 2 people, Matt Hughes and Matt Serra. He finds a way to win. He finds a fucking way to win. It's
4 years ago.
4 years ago.
And why did you stop? It always makes me curious because real fighters don't take that much time off.
So the feeling I get is that why would he come back? One, is he bored with his life? Does he miss the excitement? 2, or does he miss purpose? 2, if you're coming back for the limelight or the money or whatever you miss,
Look at the dick on him in that picture, by the way.
it's going up.
How did you not notice that?
Well, it looked more like it was pointing, so I didn't want to bring it up.
Well, no,
It looks
it's
more
all
like a
the way
pointer.
up.
But I guess, is it coming?
No, it looks like a fucking submarine telescope.
Yeah. Trick photography.
Nah.
Because it looks like it's pointing straight out, but I guess it's coming.
No, it's up.
Is that the cup, though?
No, it's bent up.
It might be the cup.
No one
bro.
has a cup like that. What cup is diagonal like a cock?
Well, if you wear your dick straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah. His body looks different.
He's older, bro.
Yeah. Face looks different.
And he's at 85. He's not going to be as shredded. Here's your goddamn pick, Bryan Callen. I'm just giving you all the facts here because you want to come in
go
hot.
with Michael Bisping. I think it's such
Now
a
you're gonna
mountain.
switch?
Yeah, I think it's such a mountain for George St-Pierre to climb. I have to go with Michael Bisping. That's a big mountain.
George
for him.
St-Pierre, the best of all time?
As great as he is.
The best of all time.
A 4-year layoff is very real.
Who can sit behind a jab and out jab anyone,
Yeah.
double leg anyone in
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah.
Has taken down guys who are better at wrestling Michael Bisping.
And I would say to you that Michael Bisping figured fucking Anderson Silva out And
did he? Because Anderson Silva knocked him out.
yeah, and then he came back and beat him.
Anderson Silva knocked him out.
Yeah, came back and beat him.
I don't know if you could say figured him out. He won the fight. It was a hell of a fight.
Yeah.
Fight of the year.
Yeah.
There's no figuring out. They both got fucked up.
Yeah.
There's no figuring out. It wasn't like, oh, he shut him down. Figuring out, shutting him down.
The hole in
GSP figured out.
The hole in
Koscheck.
Michael Bisping's game is only his eye, and that's a big thing. But he's been winning with that.
No,
eye.
the hole in Michael Bisping's game, it could be to his eye, but he does get hit. But GSP's not a knockout artist.
Yeah, he's not. GSP is a very cautious fighter. In fact,
He'll jab your eye off.
he'll
Though.
jab your eye out.
He'll jab your eye off.
Jab your eye out and off.
He'll jab it off.
Ask Koscheck.
I have Bisping winning as well.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah.
I also think this card, and people are like, you're such a hater on this card. No, I'm not a hater. I can't wait for this goddamn card. I just think looking at the matchups on the main card, you're going to get a lot of decisions. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. I think you get 4 decisions out of 5 on the main card. Wow. There's nothing wrong with that. I think there's still exciting fights. I just think for the casual fan, I'm like, God damn it. For me, I like when it goes all the rounds because you see guys' camps, you see their actual game plan, the techniques. Yeah. When it's a quick finish, it's whatever. People get happy because they want blood because we're in gladiator days. But I actually like when it goes decision. I still think you're going to get good fights and exciting fights. I just think you're getting 4 out of 5 decisions on the main card.
If GSP pulls this off, that'll be just fucking unbelievable. I mean, after 4 years, yeah.
I think the other reason GSP came back is, especially at 85, is he thinks he sees a chink in Bisping's game. Because I will tell you this right now: if Yoel Romero, Luke Rockhold, and Whitaker were the champs, he would not be fighting at 85.
They're just too big for him.
No, he wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
Whitaker's smaller than Bisping, but he wouldn't do it.
He wouldn't.
Those guys would knock him out.
They would, huh?
No, there's a reason why it's a perfect storm for him to fight at 85 and get the belt, and he's not going to defend it. He's going to vacate the belt and go to 70.
Oh, okay.
You won't see him ever fight at 85 again. I promise you that.
Yeah, he doesn't want any part of those guys.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
He's not a natural 85er. It's what those guys are too big, too fast, too strong.